Welcome back to the VoIP Defender World Junior Curling Championships 2016. We're in the commune of Tårnby, just outside Copenhagen, Denmark. And we'll be bringing you some live action curling from the Kastrup Curling Hall. My name is Sander Ulvåg, and I'm pleased to be joined by my lovely expert, Alison Kraviasek. Good afternoon, or good evening.
Good evening, Sander.
So here we have this evening's matchup in the women's draw 2. It's Sweden taking on Canada. Sweden with a loss this morning. Canada off to a great start after beating Switzerland a solid 7 shots to 2. We're going to take a look at the standings, how they stack up so far. We saw Korea also taking on Russia with a 7-shot-to-6 win. Scotland beating Japan, and Turkey with their first ever win at the World Juniors. And USA alongside with them at the top of the standings with an 8-6 win over Sweden. So bottom 5 teams we have Hungary, Japan, Russia, Switzerland and Sweden. So Sweden surely wanting a win tonight, not to go 0-2. Sweden's lineup for tonight, we have lead Mikaela Altebro, second Maria Larsson, third Sara Pengel, and team is skipped by Therese Westman. Alternate player would be Johanna Heldin, and team is coached by legendary Annette Norberg.
And for Team Canada, at lead, we have Janique Leblanc. At second, we have Carly Burgess. At third, we have Kristen Clark. Skip by Mary Fay. The alternate being Sarah Daniels, and the team coach is Andrew Atherton. Should be a great game.
Yeah, we're expecting great things. And you will see the World Curling Federation banner for the World Juniors as we're just entering the Kastrup Curling Hall. Saw the teams line up for the honouring of one of the teams. Some high fives all around as we are very close to the start of the game. You'll see Sweden with the last one advantage, also throwing the red stones. Canada will be throwing the yellow.
Just to confuse us.
Exactly. I'll try and keep track of it. We'll see the second player and fourth player of Team Canada. Just coming off a gold medal game in the Youth Olympics in Lillehammer, Norway, which they won. So just flying home to Canada for a week to do some school and more practice, and then returning to Europe for the World Junior Curling Championships. So quite a busy season.
Pretty quick turnaround to fly, basically, over in this direction and back within 9 days.
There is Janique Leblanc, not a member of the Youth Olympic teams, which featured 2 girls and 2 boys. She'll be throwing this first stone to the house, I believe. And then I believe Sweden is just going to call the takeout, so we're just going to have a little bit of a simple end here to start off as we have our first look at Mikaela Altebro. All right, so we'll see the takeout from Canada as well. So I might just see LeBlanc end, just running these stones down, just getting a bit of a feel for the ice. Obviously, they had a game this morning, but that's just a pretty normal way to see a game start off. Altebro with her second stone on the end. And she's just going to roll into the top of the house. For anyone that's haven't seen curling, maybe you can skim through some of the rules, I guess.
Sure. So we've got 16 rocks, and each team is going to throw 8 each. We see here Canada has got the yellow stones. So each member of the team is going to throw 2 rocks each. Each end is when you throw all 16 rocks to the other end, hence the end. And once all 16 have been thrown to the opposite end of the sheet, then that is the final of that end, and they continue to go back and forth for, in this case, 10 ends.
There's Maria Larsson, second player for Sweden. So Sweden putting up a corner guard here. And we'll see Canada just try and peel off the guard. Carly Burgess also playing second at the Youth Olympics. She would have thrown a lot of these shots in that competition. In fact, I saw that. I was present, at least for the playoff stages of the team competition. The Youth Olympics also hosted a mixed doubles competition where they mixed up the nationalities. So we saw a player from a Canadian team playing with a player from Team China and so on.
It's nice to have people from all different countries come together and play the sport and share the experiences with each other.
Definitely a successful event, more so for the Canadian team, getting the gold. Now Sweden just coming up with a bit of a heavy draw there, going all the way through the house. Now Canada will get the chance to practice their draw weight. Sweeper just staying off this draw from Christine Clark. Looking a little bit heavy as well. So maybe the ice has just keened up a little bit on them.
Yeah. Sweepers knew halfway down the sheet there was nothing saving that one.
Sara Pengel, third and vice for Team Sweden. With the out-turn draw here, it's to the wing. You might see maybe a bit less curl towards the boards. We're on sheet A on this occasion. For the men's afternoon draw, we're on sheet E, but both end sheets we might see some of the same characteristics. I'd say very often when you play in a club, you might see the stones kind of fall to the boards, and seems to be the opposite here, just a wee bit.
Yeah, definitely. We were seeing about 8 feet of curl at the beginning of the game yesterday. It was crazy. Some of the ones were just falling off the sheet, and some of the teams were adapting, or some of the players, were adapting quite well to it and throwing that extra rotation and icing themselves a little bit more just to make sure that they were on the positive end.
Well, I'll say the stones are more than likely been scratched before the competition.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Meaning they basically drag the stones over some sandpaper, get a little more friction, get a little more curl, and sometimes stones can be a little bit aggressive at the start of the competition. It might come off a wee bit over the course of the week.
Yeah, true. Okay. Let's just go like 9-5. Okay. It's pretty straight here, so what wave? Do you like that though? 9-5. I like this way, but it's I don't think
Here, Canadian skip Mary Faye already having a bit of a sense for the sheet, saying it's a bit straight down this path. So already just picking up.
Interesting hearing the sweeper tell the skip that as she's going down the ice. Skipper, you know it's straight here, right?
Oh, it's
keeping her in check, I guess.
Well, it's quite important for teammates to share information.
For sure.
9-9.
Does make the nose hit.
It was a 9-9. We hold that pretty straight.
More information.
Yeah.
9-9. What would that be, Allison?
Yeah, typically, well, they're talking about hog to hog. So in this case, it's about a controlled takeout weight. A lot of teams will use 10 for that control hit weight. Decent amount from what we talked about this morning, or sorry, this afternoon. A lot of the men were using the up weight, and it wasn't working out in their favor. So I think a 10 seconds hog to hog should be a pretty decent amount of weight to achieve what you want your shots to do going down the ice.
We just saw Teresa Westman, skip of Sweden, hitting and rolling out, leaving Mary Faye a chance to play a draw. Quite important for the skips to find their draw weight early on, Allison.
Absolutely. First end. Oh. Okay. Changing a direction, perhaps. Really important at the beginning of the game, just to get the confidence in the skips, having the ability to throw open draws to the house, no pressure. This is a great chance for her to find her draw weight for the rest of the game, and a great reference point that the sweepers can give her later on.
T-line. Back 8. Right off. That works. Good. What was that? 82. I just 70.
And the numbers they're talking about there would be split times. And a split time is when a sweeper clocks or times the thrower from the back line to the hog line. Not quite an indication of the speed of the ice, but it does help give the sweepers an indication on whether or not it's on the heavy or light side.
Oh, a bit of an unforced error from Teresa Westman. She was looking to blank the end there, just hit and roll out, retain the last advantage, but we'll stick around and score 1. Still better than missing completely.
Yep.
But when you play an end to blank it all the way through.
Kind of disappointing when you don't get that result.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Sweden will start the second end. And Canada will have last stone.
Kom igen!
Kom igen, ner! Kom igen,
Lite till, kör!
Kom igen, kom igen.
Hela
Orka,
vägen!
Kom igen, ligger jättefint. Kör. Lite till. Kom igen. Snyggt.
We're talking about exhausting your sweepers.
Yeah.
The men's afternoon draw. Where Max Beck was just coming up a little bit short on a few of his draws. Lead of the Swedish men's team, and the boys were having to work a little harder than maybe you would have wanted.
I wonder if they had to talk about that during their after-game meeting.
I saved that energy for the skip rocks.
Listen, Max, we really, really care about your shots, but, you know, how about saving us a little bit?
Yeah, I would try and throw them hard enough because I knew my guys wouldn't care to sweep them anyway. So that's a hard part of being a lead. Just gonna have to make your shots on your own.
And in this case, this draw comes up quite a bit short on her. Bit of a fresh path. Maybe it surprised her a little bit slower than she would have thought.
Yeah, definitely. And even though both teams have a pre-game practice, they will tend to throw more stones to the forfeit as they're practicing for the last stone draw, which will determine who has the hammer at the start of the game. So not throwing as many stones down the center line, or just maybe caught some fresh pebble. And I wonder how aggressive this next call is going to be for Mary Faye. If she elects to throw another corner guard. No, just going to go after the stone in the house. Obviously, the problem with having such a long corner guard is even if you make a roll in behind it, it's fairly easy for the opponent to come after it. This Canadian team has played a couple of women's events as well in Canada. Played a New Scotland Clothing Ladies Cash Spiel, where they they only lost one game and they made it all the way to the final, beating Colleen Jones in the semi-final. So
yeah, they're definitely turning a lot of heads. This year they've really, really made a name. Well, they have for the past couple of years. Winning that Canadian championship. It's definitely, you look at their bios, it was the highlight, and why wouldn't it be? Winning a national championship is definitely an experience you'll never forget.
well, Janique LeBlanc made a really nice roll there. And behind the corner guard.
Ooh, just ticks it. It's an in-between shot. Just not getting the shot behind and not getting the guard. It's not quite A or B.
Well, if you look at it, I'm not sure if that guard's really in play.
Yeah. Well, it is guarding that edge of 12 foot, so.
You think that's going to come back to haunt her?
I hope for her case, no.
So now Carly Burgess on the out turn. Yeah, actually looking to almost over curling now. Got really close to that center guard, but too close actually. It'll pop out on the other side.
Good weight. Bra fart! Ja!
Gud vad den viker. Det är bra.
Maria Larsson was, I think, looking for the double there. Just over curling a touch.
Och att den kommer väldigt mycket där. Ja, precis.
Swedish team just talking about the ice there, just saying it's curling quite a bit to the wing.
As we suspected, Going away from the board there.
10. Solid 10. 9, 8. Right off. 9, 8.
Trying to roll behind that corner guard, perhaps. Pretty sure it's still in the open.
Just needed to roll it another rock or so to get underneath that guard. And her shooter will roll out in the process, so a little bit of an error there.
Yeah, or do you want to just throw the wing? I don't mind like half under. Yeah, I like half under. Okay.
Probably like a 90.
90?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at third here, we've got Kristen Clark, who is relatively new to the team, only 1 year on the team. I'd say it's been a pretty good year.
Line's coming. How much? Okay, yep, finish. You gotta finish. Yep, hard finish. Hard, you gotta get it over hard. Hard, Carly, keep going, hard. Nice. Good shot.
You can really drag them right now. Yeah, no. Jag gillar att
Nice
bara
draw
ta
there,
en.
tucking a piece. So she's not able to get the double off of the 2 yellows.
30. Ska vi bara med oss?
Ja!
Yeah, that's
Mickey!
I was gonna say never a good sign when your skipper
Yeah.
calls it out of your hand, but it's not looking too tight, so a little bit of a jump there.
well, sometimes you might slide a little bit tight, and then the skip will panic. But you're always in control. Coming out, say, I know I'm a bit tight on the broom, but I'm gonna fix it. And then you push it a little bit out.
Yeah, fooled
And
you.
and the skip might call on the sweepers even before you even release a stone. So that's might have happened there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Don't like less. Or less. Top 12. Gotta go. 3. Switch. We can get a top 12.
This one needing to curl a little bit, so they're switching up to
Just fight it.
sweeping.
Fight it.
Getting Burgess to sweep closest to the rock. Trying to kind of sweep with the curl, create some structures in the ice.
But she didn't think that was as deep, so she like said just bite it, but we probably could have dragged it
Yeah,
in.
vi kan öppna
Okay, yeah.
Vi kanske får köra på träffa här.
So the sweeper's indicating that I thought maybe they could have brought it a little further, but I think maybe just a little confusion there, because I think I heard
Vad ska jag sätta
the
på?
sweeper saying it was going to be a tight guard. So
Choppen eller?
Ja, nej,
trying
inte
to
köp. Lite
bring the
utsida.
shot to as best of a position as they could, and then looks like it's gliding a fair bit coming down that path now, so probably just fooled them a little bit.
Wow. Dämpat. Normal. Lite plus. Mickis.
Micke kör! Hela vägen, kör Micke! Nej, det är bra.
Sweeping there to try and get some curl. Didn't come up quite enough, but
Nästan va? Men den ska nog. Ja.
still sticks her shooter, but quite far away, so I'm not sure it'll make. Yeah, she's almost got it around that guard. See?
Looks like they're drawing.
Yeah. Imagine they're gonna try and go to the same spot as before. Try and.
Right the 8?
Yeah.
We can get like just
Just trying to stagger the stones a little bit.
Yeah.
Like a 94 short. We can drag it 5 short.
because even if we're short, we guard it.
Yeah. Make it good though. Top 8 would be perfect here.
Nice and positive.
Lots of communication in the hack there.
He's good. Wait if you can. 12. Lots of room. Gotta go. Top 12. Switch. Line only. Top 12.
Gotta go.
Top 8. Well then.
Whoa. We're top 8.
Okay, yep. Harder. Right under. Okay.
That's a pretty good try, I think. Perfect weight. Just
Nice.
probably looking to curl a couple of inches
Yeah, absolutely.
just to take the double away from Sweden.
I think she said in the hack that she just wanted to show a fraction of her shooter. So just had to curl another half a rock or so.
Vad hade ni för tid på min
So
förra?
leaving the double
Jag hade nog 3.
still here, I believe.
Det kändes som en ganska bra fart.
And if she makes the double, there is a chance she'll keep the shooter around and lie too, so might force Canada to take the run here.
Löser den förra! Ja! Hela vägen!
Wow, actually overswept that one a tiny bit. Does not make contact with the back yellow, and I believe Mary Fay will be left the same draw to score 2.
Let's go. Just a hair. 95.4. I like a 4. That was a 405, so.
Yeah, so 4 should be good.
So good.
Line's good. Line only. T-line.
T.
Line's great.
Line only. T back 4.
T-line, back 8. Back 8. Right here. Line's good. Back 4. Line's good.
Seems like they're liking this draw here. It's coming down into the forefoot, so a good deuce for Canada in the second end to take a 2-shots-to-1 lead. So far, game plan working well.
Seems like the ice is keening up quite nicely too. Last end they were talking about 70s and 80s for splits, and now we're up to a 95 4 seconds.
This would be backline to hogline
Backline
splits.
to hogline splits, yes, exactly.
Vi vårdar varje sten. Vi går ner farten också, för jag tror det är det som är.
Maybe I can even try and get a hog-to-hog split here. And we'll see.
Pull our trusty stopwatches out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Canada were looking to throw this one to the top 4.
The other one died.
That's the thing in curling. Throwing a guard might sound like the defensive call, but certainly throwing the stones into the hamsters or the defensive call, and throwing guards is the aggressive call. So Canada with a 1-point lead here, not feeling like they need to put too many guards in play. They're going to draw it to the house first and just tell Sweden, well, if you want some points, you're going to have to throw the corner guard. And that's what they're going to do.
Kom igen! Kör, kör! Hela vägen, lite till, kör! Kom igen, kör, 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 kör!
Lite till. Bra.
So doesn't quite get off the center line, but it's decent spot nonetheless. Sometimes you just want that corner guard a bit wider just to make sure you have the in-turn path to draw to.
Yeah, she kind of choked off her in-turn draw there, but just not curling as much as she thought it would.
So we're hearing this number system. Would you care to explain what these numbers are all about?
Yes, so we've got the zone system being called right now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through till 10. So 7 being the T line. Zones 1, 2, and 3 would be in front of the house. 1 being the highest, so just over the hog line. A lot of teams will use this as an indicator to the skip. Instead of yelling out, it's top 4, it's back 4, or whatever. Some find it a lot easier just to yell out a zone, a number instead. It's every team's preference, whatever they feel is most effective.
What did you use for Team Holman?
We use zones.
Yep.
Yes.
I believe that was a system implemented by the Furby rink,
It was.
along with a bunch of other stuff.
Yep.
You did the switch,
Yep.
even.
We did the switch.
I was just looking at the good old Briar final between Furby and Mark Dacey back in 2004. Just having
course you
another
were.
look, and they were perfectly switching all the way through the game,
There you go.
even with hairbrushes. Even though they didn't, maybe
They
maybe
didn't know?
they knew. I don't know.
Secret information.
Hairbrushes proving to have been quite effective to make a stone curl or not this season, and they have been, well, banned, I guess. You're not allowed to use them in either World Curling Federation event or a CCA event, Canadian Curling Association. So everyone's using synthetic pads, and they're all approved by our trusted staff. Scott Arnold and Keith Wendorf checking every single pad with their
Microscope.
yeah. And so far, I don't think we've had any problems.
No, I don't believe so.
Bra. Snyggt.
Well, nice little run there by Maria Larsson. Not quite spelling the second one, but we'll open up the center line, leaving a couple of corner guards in play.
I like this. You got it. 90.
Problem now for Canada, if they peel one corner, they're still leaving the other in play, so
90 or
they're going to come around this this tight corner guard.
little tight. Line's a little tight, guys. It was a little tight. You've got room. You've got room. Line only. Gotta be top 8. Switch. Line only. Switch. Where? All T. Stay close. Top 4.
So just coming around the guard here, top 8.
Just do a quick score update.
Sure.
So on sheet B, we have Russia and Switzerland playing. Russia took a 2 in the first end and blanked the second. So Russia is up 2-0 in the third end. Korea and Japan. Japan is up 1-0 over Korea. And Scotland, Hungary. Hungary is up 4-0 over Scotland right now. Little bit of a surprise there. And United States and Turkey. United States is up 3-1 over Turkey. Everyone playing the third end right now. And ooh, that's a big miss. She's not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, that was almost difficult to pass the guard that tight and not hit any L stones.
Yeah.
Just looking for the double there. Just could have actually stuck the shooter right in behind the guard, failing to do so. And wonder if Canada's just playing the same draw again, maybe even tapping the previous shot up a foot.
That's a positive here.
Kristen Clark. 50% so far. I'm sure those numbers will bump up as we play a few ends. It's not quite curling as much as they were hoping for.
No, I think the rock was jumped out of her hand a little bit, so bringing out the line a little bit out of her hand didn't allow the rock to curl up as much at the end. Taking out one of the yellow stones, but unfortunately hitting it on the wrong side and rolling the shooter out of the ring. So this allows Canada to put another one in basically the same spot as they were trying to before.
Okay, so like an 85-90?
Yeah.
90 probably?
This is like the same I shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Right out to it.
Line's a little tight. Go, Rick. Go, hard line. Hard. Okay, whoa.
It's coming up a little bit short there. So instead of trying to sweep it to get it into the rings, just let it die so that the line isn't totally lost.
Oh, very close to making the slash, just over curling by a fraction there. Just trying to spill off the yellows. And still that other Yellowstone fully covered in behind two cards. Forefoot still fairly open for Sweden though, on the outturn side, so there's no panic yet.
Shorter's better than deeper. So yeah, I like that.
Mary Faye looking good so far at 100%.
Yeah. Top four. Yeah. T, line only. Line only. Yeah. Back four. Line only. Yeah. Line only. Hard. Line only. Yeah. Whoa, 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 room. Yep, yep.
Little bit of a,
Got it by.
yeah, a little bit of a misjudge there. Should have tried to sweep it to at least get it by that top yellow.
Probably should have been on after the guard.
Well, also, just the weight call,
Yeah.
saying line only is not very specific information either.
No, that is very true.
Calling T-line could have been a little more, made it a little
Yeah.
better for the white skip. But
Yes. I would have taken it to be okay, we're through the house.
Ni får hålla den.
In which case a tick would be good.
yeah. So is there a chance for Teresa Westman to make a little hit and roll?
I think so. Didn't see how much air we had.
Hela vägen. Samare. Kom igen. Hela vägen. Hela vägen. Hela.
Not curling enough anyway to make that roll. I actually hit that on the wrong side, so rolling all the way out, leaving pretty much the same situation for Mary Faye.
Yeah, I think so. I think we want to at least bite the four, even if we're beside it here. That's not bad. Yeah, even if we're a little off center on that side, that's not bad.
You like there?
Yeah, I think that's perfect because it makes that draw kind of awkward.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm liking to put this top 12.
Top 12?
Just going to making that out-turn draw a little tight for Sweden.
Be on the 4 foot
Yeah.
line. Yeah.
And
or the 2
there's
foot
really
line.
nothing on the in-turn side for them.
95?
No, she's going to make
95
make her last shot really, really difficult. She's not going to have a draw, or at least an easy draw.
Yeah, you might think, why not just come around the guard here? But then you'll just leave the out-turn path fairly open for Sweden. So putting a top 12 maybe just in between the guards here. Might not get a lot of room to play that last draw. Teresa Westman.
Line's good. Right here.
Top 12, top 8.
Top 8.
Line only.
Room right now. Okay. Really moving.
Really
It's going sideways.
Something under it. Coming
Yeah,
down.
this is really taking off on them.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Gotta go.
Whoa with your hand.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's fine.
Maybe picked up some debris. I'm not quite sure. Certainly looking wide for a long time there, and then moving completely sideways.
Yeah, the
At the
team
end.
saying they think it picked. It did seem to lose its rotation a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if it did grab something small out there.
Vad vill ni ha för tid?
So over curling, not even entering the top of the house as
Vad hade ni
planned. And you'll see there will be some room between that stone and the red corner guard on the right. So drawing through that port and into the forfeit to score their single.
Jag sätter mig aktivt ändå.
Last stone here in the third end. Looking for a draw for one.
Bara kvar. In på blått. In på blått.
Kör, kör, kör.
And she'll do just that.
That was a very nice draw.
Very great weight.
98. Bra, bra. 81. Vad fick 98? Stabil. Ja.
And after the third end, we're all tied up.
Va? Som en fullbunke.
Canada will have the hammer here in the fourth end.
Certainly turned the hammer. Started the game without the last stone. Now they have it. So far, Canada doing the best.
Yeah, the momentum is definitely on the Canadian side right now, but it is only the fourth end, so it's a lot of game left to go.
Any updates, perhaps? Anything amazing happening?
We have one third end update. So we have Turkey taking 1 in the third end, but the United States is still up 3-2 now with hammer in the fourth.
Sweden putting up a tight center guard here. In the fourth end. This one just over curling a little bit. Well, she was in the hack there, discussing if she didn't get enough ice for the throw. Any reason she might have just thrown that all narrow?
Yeah, Skipper said she thought it looked a little soft out of her hand, and I kind of thought the same thing as we were watching her slide out. So.
Yeah,
not surprised.
Yeah, because if you think you're having too much ice, then you're like,
maybe
I'm not gonna flip it out there.
Yeah.
I'm, if anything, gonna be a little soft on you.
Yeah. I think that's why you hear a lot of teams when, at least in English, I'm not sure if some of the other countries, but you'll hear a lot of trust it, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
And trust it being trust the ice that's given to you.
Yeah, I think definitely the way to go about it is either trust or skip or ask for less ice. And very often the skip will, say, okay, I'll give you less, and if not, trust your skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes you think it's not enough ice, but then you go, let's just get on with it, and you throw it, and then you over curl, and you think, I should have asked for less ice.
If only I said something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a nice draw.
Oh, just ticking that guard there.
Yeah, that's definitely not the best result.
No. She does have quite a bit of rotation on her stones, which is great, but she doesn't have a very positive release. So a lot of her rocks tend to be going out of her hand. Not sure what kind of feedback she's getting from the team, but could be something for this game that could come back and bite her in the end.
With positive release, you mean?
Having an active release on your rock. So following through with an arm extension.
That makes it go a little bit straighter at the start and
exactly.
curls at the end. Easier to control.
Precisely.
Another nice draw by Canada. Is there line 2 here?
So electing to throw higher weight here. Which is a little curious.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you would ever be able to get the inside normal there. Certainly had to be very close to the top yellow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, you have less control with throwing the up weight. And that's what we discussed at the men's draw this afternoon. Is maybe wanting to keep your weight down a little bit, try and control it with the sweeping.
Same weight? Yeah.
And obviously throwing less weight, there's a better chance your shooter's going to stick around. But as you said, maybe they're just not 100% comfortable with the ice yet. So
They're not trusting it.
No. So just throwing a little harder, trying to take the ice beating a little bit out of it. So far, I don't feel like it's working 100%. So that might be something the coaches might take up with them maybe after the game. So Canada now electing to split the house. Instead of drawing around the guard, if they were ever to be a little deep on that draw, you might see Sweden come after and freeze it and really close down the scoring area. So trying to spread the yellows a little bit.
Whoa! Mickeys. Shot. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's the one not curling enough, and I think we touched on that. Maybe not curling a whole ton towards the barrier. That one just tackling it, and now Canada with a chance to draw in line 3.
So like an 80?
No corner guard though. So
80, yeah.
they'll be both exposed out in the wing.
Yeah. Switch! Back 8. Bring it back. Make sure you're deep. It's gotta be deep.
And the reason they're going deep on this one, so that they're cutting off the hit and roll option for Sweden. They would have liked that one to be a little bit deeper.
Did you get a hog-to-hog on that draw?
I did. I'm not sure how accurate my my timing was, but I did clock it in at a 14.3 hog-to-hog. And I think that's pretty consistent with what it was this afternoon's game. But we can keep a close eye. Take another clock around the 6th end, 7th end or so, and see if there's any big changes that take place.
Or if you sitting at home have a stopwatch.
Yeah, maybe.
Have some fun with it.
Send us your times.
This redstone fully in the open for Team Canada, so again another chance to lie 3 here for Christine Clark and Team Canada. Sweden having some work to do. They want to cut down the score. It doesn't quite get a roll here, Christine Clark, and this is a golden opportunity for Teresa Westman to make a little roll in behind the guard and maybe save this end. Not taking a lot of ice though, so again, think they're throwing quite a bit of weight.
Yeah, I would imagine so, being on that side. I think she might be fooled a little bit here, since she just was comparing her path to the following stone that went down here. But she also did throw about 6-7 rotations down that path. So
Yeah, and then that's what she said to Maria Larsson. She said, well, I threw quite positive, so trying to just give her that information, but doesn't seem like they've used it.
No.
And especially if the path is fairly straight, and if they're not, I think there's even more incentive to throw the soft weight, because there's definitely going to be less chance of it over curling. And just not really putting any pressure on Team Canada. They're just being allowed to throw all the simple shots.
Yeah, all the open draws. I think Mary's really been able to get a good grasp on her draw weight this game so far.
Oh, she's at 100% so far. So.
Yeah, well, and she's making all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, the only kind of mistake she's made is when her last stone seemed to pick up in the previous end.
Yeah.
Can't really fault her for that, I think.
No. Maybe the sweepers.
Well, you would know.
It's a hard life being a sweeper.
Right back, right back, right back. Sorry, she can't.
So again, just wanting this a little bit deeper. Still a chance for Sweden to make a head and roll off of this, if they were electing to do so, but it's still pretty long roll to make. And the other option is, well, you draw around everything, but you do that, you might risk giving up 4. Maybe play the slash double, or just a simple double on the edge there, give up 2. Could be a call as well. Any preferred options here, Allison?
Well, right now they're looking at the double to just give up 2. I mean, it is definitely the more defensive of the calls to count your losses and try to just give up 2. Going around the center guard, that's a pretty risky call. I think at this point I like what she's calling now. Just it's not going your way. Let's just try again next end and try and get a deuce back.
Yeah, I like this call.
Yeah.
Especially considering how they played this end. They haven't made a lot of shots. Sometimes when we have a bad end, and then it's okay to give up 2, but not pulling off the double here. So there will be a draw for 3 for Team Canada. Just sometimes with my team after an end, maybe we give up 2, and that's obviously not a good thing. But then I'd say, well, how many shots do you actually make there? Well, we missed the last 6. So I think giving up 2 was, it was a bit of a let-off. Trying to look at the positive. It's like the worst end we had all game. We only gave up 2, so I think we should be happy with that.
Is that your role on the team, Sander? Are you the positive influence?
I'm everything.
Yeah?
I can very easily be the most
so
upset
talented.
one, too. I'm definitely the one, I'm more upset. Someone has to. I got one happy-go-lucky guy, one quiet guy, and the third one I don't even know how to describe him. I am just yelling a lot, up and down like a roller coaster.
And she makes her draw for 3.
Yeah, there we are. Good draw.
Great draw. So Canada taking 3 here in the 4th end.
Yeah, so far just making all their simple shots well, and just not really being challenged by Team Sweden. A little disappointed with the Swedes' performance so far. They haven't made a lot of shots, to be honest. They're going to have to pick up their game. Still early, though, so plenty of ends to do so.
Just on the wrong side of tolerance for quite a few of these shots. If you can roll on the inside, or if they're on the outside, and light, they're heavy, and it's just they can't really seem to catch a break right now. So having a scrum right now. Maybe try and help things out, help each other out, try and make more shots.
They seem to be throwing each other off a little bit with different releases and stuff too, perhaps. Is that something you would focus on and when you play with Rachel Holman, everyone having the same release, or would you just know each other or know yourself the best?
We
have different releases.
No, we all seem to have the same. So I had a conversation with Nicholas Edin the other day, because he said, you guys, y'all throw the same, and your line is this, and we had this huge disagreement online, but that's besides the point. So I think it definitely helps your skip out, and it makes their job so much easier when you've got everyone on the team who's able to throw the same way. Of course, playing together over the course of the year, you're going to understand your team's differences. But ideally, that is probably the ideal situation if you've got everyone throwing the same. Right now, on the Swedish team, we do have quite a few big differences in deliveries, so I could see why it's a bit of a challenge right now for Teresa to figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. Like if you're used to throwing your stone in one way and then being asked to change it to fit the team, that might not necessarily be a good thing for you as a player. I know Team Ulsrud, Thomas Ulsrud and his boys, they tried to throw the same, but it just gave up, and they're just saying, no, that's just not going to happen. And I was just going to try and be more just like, myself. And
yeah.
But then again, Thomas Ulsrud and his vice, Torgeir Nergar, has been playing together for 20 years. So they know each other. They know exactly how they throw both in turns and out turns anywhere. So
that's a long time.
Yeah, I know. But surely, if you get 3 new players for the season, that first season might be a little tough.
Yeah.
Just getting to know each other.
Yeah.
But when it's like that, I think it's really important for you as a player to take a little bit of responsibility with icing yourself. You're allowed to adjust the ice the skip is giving you.
I think it's important to have those conversations too. If you're missing, talk to your skip and see if there's anything that you can change for your next shot. And if not to change, then have your skip re-ice you.
Yep.
Give you something different. But there needs to be that conversation to figure out what needs to be done in order to make the next shot.
Sometimes it's, for a skip, it's easy to forget too. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. You're always 2 feet tight on the out turns. Oh, maybe not 2 feet.
I was going to say that's a bad slide.
Well, hey, have you seen mine lately?
No, but I did beat you last year.
I know. You had to bring that up, didn't you? Yeah, nice little hit and roll there.
Great weight coming at it as well.
Yeah, Carly Burgess on the out turn now, line 3. Kind of stocking up a little bit around the forfeit for Sweden, so I think they're going to want to move these yells around a little bit. Could either play the straight double here and try and make the roll, or you could play a softer weight and maybe push these yellow stones to the back of the house, create a little nest. There's both options are good, but they haven't really been too accurate with the big weight hit and rolls. So I'd maybe keep the weight down a little bit. If you ever roll out here, Canada's going to peel the corner guard and the end is over. So very important to keep the shooter around here. As we see Maria Larsson just struggling a little bit so far in this game. And this one actually over curling. And like I said, rolling out, just not the tolerance for that shot. And I wouldn't be surprised if Canada just peels the corner. Well.
I don't mind that. Yeah. I like the guard.
All right.
Bit of an aggressive call, but
Yeah, maybe just feeling like they want to put some extra pressure on Sweden.
Yeah.
You know, they're seeing Sweden not making a lot of shots at the moment, so maybe just pouncing on the opportunity to put all extra pressure on them. It's fair.
Yep, absolutely.
We did see the Sweden men's team this afternoon in control against Denmark, but they were definitely throwing the safer shots. I believe they would peel the corner in this situation. But,
I think so too.
but Canada just feeling like, yeah, putting a lot more pressure on the Swedish team. That's fine.
Yeah,
This corner, the center guard maybe
a little high.
yeah, a little long.
Eller? Ta garden! Men vi måste ju nästan ner här och jobba.
Ska vi ta timeout?
Nej men slå bort. Mikael, liksom, vi måste ha poäng.
Va?
Vi måste ju ha poäng.
Ja, men frågan, vill du ta timeout?
Vill ni ta det eller inte?
Va? Vill du ta det eller inte? Ja, men jag tror vi kan behöva det ändå.
Ja, slå bort den.
Jaha.
Hård. Ja.
So today's saying that need to take point this end.
Yeah,
Oh.
needing to score. That's why they're peeling the center guard. But
Yep.
I don't know. You might see Canada put an even better center guard on now if they're committed to that
Nej, men Tessan.
Vad sa du?
Jag tänkte,
type of tactic.
tror du inte vi kan behöva ett litet
I think that's maybe a better chance to come around and maybe tap the top yellow. If Canada puts even a better center guard now, there would be no chance to even do anything.
They'd be in big trouble.
It's getting a little bit late in the end too. 4 stones left.
Lots of line. 3. You're gonna have to finish. 3 line only. Clean it, clean it.
You gotta sweat, you gotta go.
Okay, yep, you gotta go. Yep. Hard.
This one should finish quite well. I've seen a few stones finish coming down this path. Not quite enough though. So peeling the guard, paying off for Sweden there. Definitely a better chance to get at the yellows right now.
Whoa. Den är lång. Ha.
Sara Pengel on the end turn.
Micke, kör då.
Yep.
Keeping the weight down here though, that's good. Really catching some curl here. Just past the guard. Actually over curled the shot. Roll to the open. At least able to push that Yellowstone back of tee.
Yeah, it's not the worst result. Still have a
edge, basically. A little
yeah.
less.
So a little piece
Less
covered.
weight, yeah. Okay. What weight? Half.
You will see by throwing the center guard, Canada
If I throw it.
already faced with, a tougher shot. If you peel the guard here, it's not going to happen. But then again, could make a little head roll here to lie 3.
Yeah,
Board.
it is a little tricky if it is indeed edge on edge.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard. Whoa. 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 Clean. Clean. Yeah. Yeah. Clean. Yeah.
And this one looking pretty good. Almost rolling too
Wow.
far. But
Are they sure that was edge on edge?
yeah, I didn't think it was.
Vilken fart. Eller? Jag tror nästan mer is. Jag tror nästan
Now Sweden just feeling like they need to blast open the forfeit here. You can get every Yellowstone moving. Some big weight from Sara Pengel.
Hela vägen! Kör!
We'll get 2 back yellows flying and sit on top of the third one.
Det är bra.
Definitely looking a lot better for Sweden now.
68.
Yeah, definitely. Really was not looking good for a while.
Do you like it? Yeah. Okay. What do you think? For ice is dicey. Yeah, that's the only thing.
I think they're looking at throwing the guard now.
Similar to the
Yeah, I
draw to
think
the
so
button.
too.
Yeah. I think if we play it tight,
Sweden's still going to have to do, well, work a bit to get shots done here.
Either make a good run back or try and peel off two of the guards on their next.
Spaces between. Okay. I mean, we could pivot, but even if you're come right into it, right? Play it tight if it comes in, that's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe like
85.
85, 90.
Still at 100%.
Line's tight. Hair tight. Line only.
Not too shabby.
2, 3. Yeah, keep it out there. Yeah. 3. Halo.
Up 12.
This one
Oh,
perhaps over curling.
rubber. Ah.
That was.
Over curling by a lot, actually.
I don't know what happened there.
No, I thought that was pretty nice.
Mom, get out here.
YMCA.
Yeah.
Timeout. Well, coach interaction call, I think.
Men jag tänkte vi tar ut henne ändå.
Yeah, I guess so.
Får vi ändå den dit.
I think that trying to get the coach's attention in the far end.
Yeah.
Ja, tror jag med.
Frågan är vilken fart. Grejen är den att då kommer hon köra den här.
Men sargen. Men så, alltså, om vi försöker få den där, får vi ändå vicken dit och
För jag tänker frysen här. Eller fast alltså duttar den bara hit bak. Ja, precis, men alltså jag menar duttar den bara hit bak.
So coming out to the rink, we've got today's her mother, the all famous Annette Norberg, coming out.
Yeah, two Olympic gold medals to her record.
Och då kommer någon bara köra på den och vicka.
So that's a pretty nice coach to have.
Därför jag tänkte kanske liksom. Och det ser ut som hon har slitit sig i håret.
Now let's take a listen and see what
Jag tänker, vi tänker
advice she
den
has.
och vi tänker den.
Ja, så spelar ni en typ av normal på utsidan här så kommer ju den röda också rulla hitåt.
Och den kanske får lite instyr.
Nej, utan träffar du på utsidan på den så kommer röda på gul så kommer röda på hitåt också.
Ja, båda.
Okej.
Ja.
Så du kan få båda rulla hitåt.
Normal, så hård.
Ja, normal och så
Typ här.
Normal eller mjuk normal.
Ja, men normal med is. Vi har så jävla problem med isen.
Men det kommer ju kala där liksom. Så
Ja.
du måste bara våga. Alltså,
Ja, för det kommer jättemycket i slutet hur som helst.
Här
Alltså,
eller?
Ja,
ja.
Och mjuk
där
normal.
också. Och inte
Aktivt.
nedsläpp på
Nej.
normal där utan det
Nej.
marginalen.
Vart är träffen här eller?
Ja.
Träffen här eller?
Ja, träffen är där. Men det är viktigt att få kvar båda stenarna liksom.
Mjuk normal då?
Ja.
Där.
Well, is your Swedish good enough to have fully understood what was happening there?
No comment.
Well, I'm gonna take away your chance to
Please do. Take away my chance.
shine. Well, Annette felt like they can play a head and roll here and get both the reds moving towards that corner guard. Hit the redstone high side and kind of spilled them both over. I'm not quite sure if that shot's available, to be honest. I think if she can catch the nose here, it's not too bad. Nice one over curling by tons and
Ooh.
splitting out her own stone top four, rolling to the wing. That's definitely not the call was.
Like a 10.
So I did catch that they wanted to throw. First they said normal, and they said, well, you know, let's throw it down normal. I think the weight was okay, but she called it right out of her hand. It looked a little bit soft. Just didn't quite catch the line like she had hoped.
So Canada just going to play the hit on the only red stone in the house, July 3.
Solid. Solid. Clean. Yep. Clean it well. Oh, clean.
Sounding quite happy with that.
What was that? That was
And
10-2.
Sweden now left with a little tap or a nose hit to score one. Going to have to move that yellow stone in the forfeit anyway to score. Pretty tough draw.
Yeah.
It depends there. Depends there.
The pin.
Yeah. Definitely easier to throw a soft takeout here.
Yeah. What a turnaround that was from, you know, looking like they could take two to now being forced to take one.
Well, we saw Canada's decision not to peel the corner guard. It put them in a bit of trouble there, actually.
Yep.
But in the end, it did work out for them. Now, quite important shot here for Therese Westman. Really got to make this and score. Last stone of the fifth end. Last stone before the halftime break. Bit of panic already here. Where is this going to end up? It's going to tick the top yellow, spin the shooter, not removing any yellows. And I'm afraid it's a steal of 3 for our Team Canada. And that's going to bring the scoreline to an 8-2 lead for the Maple Leaf at halftime. So turning into a bit of a blowout early on here.
Yeah, that was a bit of a unfortunate last rock for her. Just really having trouble with that positive release when you're getting away from the boards and
Yeah, a bit of a
to the next half.
yeah. We're gonna have some highlights for you from these first 5 ends. And I will be back in just about 4 or 5 minutes for the remainder of this featured game here in the women's draw at the World Junior Curling Championships 2016. Well, the first end between Sweden and Canada. It was Sweden with last stone. Teresa Westman, skip of the Swedish rink. Looking for the blank, I believe, but sticking around to score their single. Not quite being able to take advantage of the last stone. Team Canada, on the other hand, with a chance to do so in the second, with an in-turn draw to score 2. And after 2 ends, Canada would lead it 2 shots to 1. In the third, Mary Fay is looking to choke off this out-turn draw, but just over curling and just left a port for Westman to come through with a beautiful draw to the 1 foot. And Sweden scores 1, 2 each after 3 ends of play. Another draw for Canada in the fourth end to pick up another score of 3 before we saw in the fifth end Teresa Westman facing 3 yet again, and just over curling on that occasion, ticking off the top 1, giving away 3 at halftime. Canada leading 8 shots to 2, having some refreshments before coming back on for the sixth end. Second half of our 10-end curling game, although at the moment we might not be looking at 10 ends of play if this holds up. But you do have to play 6 in round robin play. And again, we'll have Yannick Leblanc kick off this end for us with the out-turn draw. If you're just joining us, we're in Tårnby, Denmark for the VoIP Defender World Junior Curling Championships 2016. And you're listening to myself, Sander Elvåg, and my lovely co-commentator and expert, Alison Kraviasik.
I love how you always put lovely in front of my name. It's fantastic.
Well, you are. So
oh, thank you.
Makes it easy. Nice little top 4 draw there from Canada to start the sixth end. And as expected, we'll see Sweden throw the corner guard and get some stones in play.
Yeah, we're going to see probably a pretty aggressive end for Sweden. Really desperate to try and get some more points on the board here.
This one slipping all the way into the rings, though.
Yeah, that's not going to help.
Yeah, not really taking advantage of the free guard zone. If you put up a guard in the early stages, well, early on in the end, your opponent's not allowed to remove that stone from play, but entering the rings, that is now allowed, so Canada will hit the red and just roll into the forfeit.
It's okay. Worked out.
Kör! Måste! Hela vägen! Ja! Kör! Kom igen. Lite till, lever! Kom igen, nära. Kom igen, lite till.
This time we will have a guard from Sweden. Not quite curling away from that center line, but good enough.
You got it.
But of course, we're at second stones now, so here comes the peel.
And it is called the 4-rock free guard zone. Guess that was just introduced to the game because teams were getting too good at peeling guards, and so you'd see teams just when they got last stone advantage, just hit every opponent's stone throughout 10 ends of play. And if you go further back in the day, you used to play 12 ends. So just watching that for 12 ends, hit on hit on hit on hit, blank, blank, blank. It was not a very exciting game. So
No, I can imagine.
introducing that game or that rule really, really revolutionized the sport, I think. So.
And I think that's why they've been experimenting with the 5-rock
Yep.
over the past two years now, I think.
Yep. On the Grand Slam tour.
Yep.
You've seen that been tested out. Haven't really watched or haven't played with it too much myself, so not 100% sure if it's a good
Just
thing
a
or not.
little
I assume it might be interesting to bring in. We'll see. As we see a really nice freeze here from Maria Larsson.
Really good freeze.
Yeah. There we are.
Yeah.
Clearly a little frustrated with their first half of the game. Now making a good shot, so quite happy with that. As we see Carly Burgess will throw the hit here. Not sure if they'll be able to remove the red from play. Yes, she will. Perfect. Get everything flying there, and not one single stone in play now. Sweden will just have to throw the corner.
Yeah.
Hope for a miss.
Kör. Kom igen, kör. Kom igen hela vägen, lite till. Den var inne, Mare. Den var inne.
Nej, Tara. So good. Okay, straight up.
Nice shot.
Thanks.
Say a couple of these Canadian girls, their technique is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Squared shoulders coming out really steadily, and there's no wobbling or anything. Although, it's got a miss here, but.
No, but they do look very consistent in their deliveries, I agree. And their communication seems to be pretty good, too.
A very young team as well.
Yeah.
It's a great start for them. Great start to their curling career. They got the technique down and already playing at a very high level.
Great draw.
Okay. Nice and straight. Nice and positive here.
Just try and get peel here and Weight is quite low
Det är så svårt att hålla två
for
tempo.
peels. So she's hitting about, you know, three quarters of the rock, but she's not rolling very far because her weight doesn't allow her to get that movement. Do a quick update. We have Russia up 4-3 over Switzerland. Korea is up 4-2 over Japan. Hungary is up 6-5 over Scotland, and the United States is up 7-2 over Turkey. Pretty back and forth game actually for the Scotland-Hungary game. They've got 1-3, 2-2-3.
Yeah, big scores all
big
around.
scores, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like playing the run. Yeah. Max ice though.
Yeah, exactly. If you get the feel, that's good.
So are we going that way?
Team from Hungary also making their first appearance at the World Juniors. Skipped by Dorothea Palansha, two-time World Mixed Doubles champion. Playing alongside Joltkish.
Ice? No. Or more.
Because if you get peels, fine here. We don't want to know.
The World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship will be held in Karlstad this year.
My hometown.
Yeah.
My new stomping ground. Yeah, it should be great.
Oh.
Senior Worlds and the mixed doubles.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself, I think it is a very lovely city.
Lucky to stuff the run back there, Mary Faye.
That was weird. I thought we were going to hit the one.
And now Sweden thinking to come around it. Put all their eggs in one basket.
Yep.
I think they kind of have to by now. Trailing by 6. The other option would have been to just draw the other ring and score herself an easy 2, but certainly need to come around here and maybe get the 3.
I was just thinking, it was interesting communication when Mary was in the hack before, and our sweeper said, yeah, I know, we don't want to nose it, so, you know, we'll do that. I don't think that's what you want to say to your skipper in the hack.
Were they playing the run back or peeling the
Or
guard?
peeling.
Okay. Well, that makes more sense too. Stuffing the run back there was really the only way to bring the 3 into play. So a golden opportunity for Sweden, but this one having some curling to do. Had some really nice weight, just not being able to bury that draw, I believe. I think Mary Faye sees enough of it to make the hit.
Yeah, I think we've got all of it. Plus a little air, I think.
Oh, wait. Is that 10? Do you like that ice?
Yeah, I think so.
So we got just edge on edge here.
Yeah. I feel like it's dish. So I don't know if it's going to run straight or curl.
Yeah. Well, I think with 10 we'll be good.
Yeah.
So good, Mary.
Still communicating a lot about the ice. It's good.
Yep. Yeah. 10-2. Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah, another nice shot by Mary Faye.
10-5.
It's nice to stick around there too, just for Sweden to make the hit and stick.
Va? 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 Jag ska ju slå för 2. Men jag måste måste ju ha bort den. Normal.
I wasn't quite sure who was talking, but one of the sweepers were saying, "Why aren't we drawing?"
Yeah.
And Teresa Westman
We're not
just
sure.
saying, "Well, we were just the last stone. So, well, why aren't we drawing?" Well, we need to remove the stone to score 2. So bit of confusion there.
Yeah.
And this one not curling enough and rolling out. Just
Men skulle gått ner lite i fart, tror jag.
there seems to be a lot of confusion and poor communication. A lot of faffing.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the girls could hear the skipper there because, yeah.
Well, score 1 for Sweden anyway, but still trailing Canada 3 shots to 8. Things not really coming together for this Swedish side.
Ja, men fortsätt.
Någonstans. Djupt innan.
Well, spirits are high anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
Their score is not.
No. No. They've got some clawing back to do.
Yeah, I think this game is pretty much slipped away from them. It's going to be hard for Sweden to get back here, but it's very important for them to just make some good shots and play a few good ends, just to finish off this second draw and just bring that into the next game tomorrow, if anything. We do see Mikaela Altebro though at 85% as lead. Not sure if you can fault her too much for the score line at the moment. Puts up another guard. I think we're
Gonna see a tick here.
Yep. Tick shot in the 7th end. We don't see that too often, actually. I like it.
You do for Team Homan.
Oh, yes, of course you do. The Weagle.
Yeah.
I feel like Lisa Weagle really took the tick shot to her name. Kind of stole that from Steve Gould. Because he was known as the Tick Man.
Well,
If you don't remember. Well, you know who Steve Gould is.
yes.
Steve Gould, of course, a long-time lead for Jeff Stoughton. And he was, I think, one of the first curler to really perfect the tick shot. He didn't use it the way you guys were using it, though, like in the first end and stuff.
It's fun.
There's actually been discussions about the tick shot as well, because teams are getting so good at it, and especially this season with the directional sweeping, it's just been over easy. But I think one suggestion was to make the center line like a holy ground. So if you put your center guard in the center line, you're not even allowed to touch it.
That's interesting.
Interesting. I think it makes it a little tough early on in the game when you just want to draw around it and you maybe over curl it and tick the center guard, and then your stone's taken out of play. That's not good, I think.
I don't know. The tick is a pretty tough shot.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, obviously with the directional sweeping from the hairbrushes and the pads before, that definitely assisted in helping. But it is a pretty tricky shot.
It depends a little bit on the ice and stuff too.
Of course, yeah.
I've played on ice where they haven't seemed to have been scraping all the way out to the barrier. So there's been a huge build-up of ice to the barrier. So just tick it over there, and there's a bit of a slope. There's no way it's hitting board.
How lovely.
I'll just stick to the frost and all uphill. I don't think we're having that now, though.
Kör! Kom igen, viktigt! Kör! Kom igen.
So helicopter come down on the intern side here.
Kör. Bra, Mare, snyggt.
You like that or do you like this?
I like that.
Okay.
Do you like that?
A lot of rotation.
You got it. Right up her.
You get the home and team throws a lot of rotation for hits and stuff, though, don't they? MMSQ
I think around 4.
for a hit.
Oh, for a hit? No. I don't think we did.
I gotta go.
Okay.
Go back and check.
Go back to your database.
Yeah. Well, you're familiar with the junior scene. You weren't allowed to play though. You were able to come as a 5th
I was,
back in 2010
Yes.
in Flims, Switzerland for the juniors there. First event I ever did commentary at.
I did play one game.
Yeah?
I did.
Did you win?
No. But I'm told it wasn't my fault.
Okay. That's what they told you.
Yeah. behind closed doors, it's a different story.
And yeah, you guys got silver and
We did.
lost that to Sweden. Anna Hasselberg, victorious that year. Time flies. 6 years later, we're in Denmark for the, well, I was going to say something edition of the World Juniors. I don't know how many we've gotten to yet. 1975 was the first one. To correct myself, 1975 was the first World Juniors for men, and the women were introduced in 1988.
Uh-huh.
Just girls there a lot.
My date of birth.
Vilken?
Well, Canada, of course, winning the gold medal at the World Juniors in the last 2 years with Kelsey Rock winning back-to-back.
Yeah, and of course there's another player who's gone on to the women's circuit that's done exceptionally well.
Yeah, well, they were due for a win, weren't they? Marlies Miller winning back in 2003, or Marlies Kasner, as she's now known as.
We tried. Yeah, Anna, she got us that game. It's okay, I forgive her.
Christine Clark here with a big miss, really.
Yeah.
Looking to spill a few reds and just kind of tickle that over. And a couple of red stones along the center line. Maybe chance for Sweden to steal.
Men jag kan inte täcka båda.
Okej. Ja. Kör den då.
Måste kala jättemycket. Micke kör. Och Marre kör också. Kör båda två. sitta. Wow. Snyggt. Bra. Bra.
Puts the guard up here. Sara Pengel. And Canada has a bit of cleanup to do.
Straight out to the broom. Like you can. Whoa! There yeah! Yes! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay.
I was very unlucky to run that through the gap of the reds, not catching any of the other ones, but does the main job at least, and
Yep.
picks off the guard.
Sorry about my first time.
As you'll see,
Just very aggressive with it.
Clark also sliding with a hairbrush. They're allowed to use them as a sliding tool, but you're not allowed to sweep with them anymore. Which I think came like a shock to a lot of curlers after we've used them for a couple of decades.
Yep. No one knew
No,
to the true extent of how effective these brushes could be, especially with a fresh one.
yeah, big difference in having fresh out the packet than or a 1-year-old one.
Yeah, well, you hear a lot of the time people say, "Oh, I've used mine for years and I never noticed anything."
Yeah.
Well, when was the last time you changed your head?
Yeah. Funny thing, I was talking to Thomas Ulsrud, and they were just not too many years ago in pre-practice. They put a new hairbrush on, and their lead Håvard Peterson was just cleaning Ulsrud's practice draws, and they were curling like crazy. And they figured, oh, there's got to be something wrong with it, and they changed it back, and they never thought about it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I guess
you think they would have had a eureka light bulb moment or
yeah,
something?
no.
No?
I guess they probably figure there's debris or something, I don't know, coming off it. Well, we've got about a half a season of fun.
She put the guard, we got this. Yeah. If she doesn't make the guard, we can make the tab, right? You know?
Yeah.
As long as we get rid of 2 of them. So let's play it onto this.
Yeah, straight back, basically. Almost hair high.
Okay, so turn.
Yeah. Are you like?
It's the run back on the one on the center on this one.
So the girls saying they're going to throw a double here. Mary saying, I don't think I have the weight to throw the triple. So let's go for this one first. Set myself up for the next shot.
Heel? Yeah. Just cross nose a hair.
Well, that's good to have the insight. Just knowing that, well, that's playing the triple, that's probably not going to be possible, and just electing to throw the more makeable shot. Mary Faye, 90% so far. A little bit unlucky to stuff it. 2 reds in the forfeit, and I'd say a golden opportunity for Sweden
Yeah.
to pick up a few points, perhaps.
Men den är inte den lite risky?
Vi kanske ska garda från det hållet. Vi kanske ska garda från det hållet.
Från det hållet?
Yeah, it was a good way of going at her last stone. She just needed to let it curl a hair more, open up the front, and well, her shooter did roll a decent amount, but it would have killed one of that back red rocks. Sorry, stones. Habit.
That's fine. I do corporate events all day back home, and they call them balls, and
Yeah. At least I don't do
And
that.
everything. Now this guard pulling up a little short. I just wonder how the line panned out there. I think there might be a gap between the guards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you get shot at stone if you knows the shot stone?
Yeah, just crotch the 2.
Oh, do you have to? Looks like it.
Because if you nose it, I don't think you're shot.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah,
She answered it
we
for
know
you.
that she'll get one.
So they will try and hit the crotch and double them off.
Yep.
There's going to be a big chance here. The shooter's going to spin off.
Giving up 1 here isn't the end of the world.
No.
But obviously, if you can get both and take your deuce, then go for it.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa.
Last one of the 7th end here. Double attempt from Mary Faye. Doesn't quite double them, but enough to stick around for one. So I'd say mission accomplished there. And Sweden not quite being able to pull off their last stone there. There's a great chance to steal, but Mary Faye able to save her team, scoring 1, and still a huge lead for the Canadians before entering the 8th end.
So just check through it. Both of them?
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah, because if we don't make it perfect, then it just gets in our way.
Okay, yeah.
We just make all 8. Okay.
I'll go down the first time then. Okay.
Okay. You'll go down first.
And that is an effective scrum.
They were agreeing to just throw
Throw them through the house.
the both lead rocks, or
Well, as Mary said, that she didn't want them to get in the way, so by throwing them through, they weren't going to do them any good anyway. Don't need to score any points here. They definitely don't need anything for their rocks to catch on or freeze on, so
yep.
yep.
I
Keep it open.
I like it. If you throw the first couple of stones through, and you just need to make your simple peels for the rest of the end, and you should not be giving up more than 2.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of the biggest things in this game so far is guard placement. We've seen a lot of guards that have come up light, gone in the house, over-curled, under-curled. It's been a little tricky to get those guards in the perfect spot. Perfect spots. Well, this one turned out quite well. But every end, I do believe it's been a bit of a struggle for both teams.
Va? Jag hinner ju knappt med här.
And there's the second throw through. So now Team Sweden's going to be throwing a second corner guard.
Bra! Bara jämnhöjd, bara här.
1.
Här.
2.
Jag vill ha den här.
Backa.
Ja, men kör den hit bara. Ni får ha koll på den. Wow, den ser lite lång ut. Wow, 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 wow. Snyggt. Bra.
Actually, let's play this one.
Bit of a mistake there by Carly Burgess. I thought she was even trying to hit the outside there. Overcurled by quite a bit.
Yeah.
So leaving a few guards in play for Sweden to use.
Girls really, really working hard to try and get it in. Yeah, don't want to bring it in too much since the line is overcurling a bit, but ended up being in a great spot.
Yep, nice draw, and now Canada just pulling that other corner guard, just trying to open up that stone, and if she can ever get some action on the center guard as well. Bonus.
Well, she does make the double, but sticks the shooter.
Bra!
Ja, måste hålla igång. Måste. Kör! Kör!
Ja!
Kör!
Ja!
Kör!
Kör! Ni har den! Kör, kör! Kom igen, viktigt! Kör, kör, kör! Kom igen, kom igen, kom igen! Lägg den bra, lägg den! Kom igen, tryck då, tryck då, tryck då! Kör, 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 kör!
Oh,
Kom igen!
just able to bring this one into the top of the house.
Good sweeping.
Mjölksyran on topp.
Skämta inte, jag har ingen kraft. Mina armar bara.
And if you roll it in, that's fine.
Okay, 9-5.
Yeah! Hard! Yep, hard. Okay, good. 9-4.
9-4. Yep.
Ja!
Ja!
Hela vägen, kör!
Hela vägen!
Kör, kör, kör! Kör!
Sweepers really having to work here. Not quite being able to carry that far enough.
Like this way?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I like that better. Okay.
I like it.
That side better?
Yeah.
Because then even if we don't get our yellow all the way, guards that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's make it good.
So I believe they call the run back here.
Yeah.
Yes! Hard! Hard, hard!
And I think she was going to make it.
Nice shot.
Yeah, good stuff by Clark.
Let's see.
Kör. Kom igen, vi får en chans. Kör. Kom igen, lite till. Bra.
It doesn't really go here, so 10 should be fine for the roll. Yeah, right up, Mary. Do you like that? Like, do you just think it's not going to curl? Because it doesn't really matter if the shooter sticks around. It's more important to make sure if we get the guard, that's okay. Make it good. Still down. Yep! Oh, whoa!
Tycker vi lägger oss här eller?
Should make the hit and roll over to the side there.
Ja, just det. Ja. Sätt dem dra nu. 85. Ja. Vad är farten? Vart är den? Ska vi trycka ner mål? 8, 9. Japp.
Nej!
Ta den. Kör Micke. Kör. Det är bra.
We're getting a little lucky on that roll there.
Kan man lägga sig på isen och bara...
But, even if they did get by that red guard, it would have been fully open and back.
What do you like, 85, 90? Yeah. I like 85, because we're crossing center. I like that.
Pardon?
85?
Right. It's a little slower here, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be 8 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if we're back 8, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
85.
So Team Canada just looking to split the rings here.
Yeah, I think we gotta go.
Nice, good.
Top,
Right to
top,
T. Touchdown. Hard. Right to T, you got it.
Girls, you got it.
Right to T. Easy.
Clean it.
Good throw.
Nice throw. Good judge, guys.
So Canada just splitting the rings here.
Yep.
Flying 2.
Men
No double available for
jag
Sweden.
kan träna på att slå en stund. Slå? Lite mindre.
And they'll be just hitting for their 1 now. And this may be handshakes.
Ja.
Yeah, you'd maybe think so.
We shall see.
Det kollar inte så mycket utåt.
Nu ska jag lita på mig själv.
Nej!
Mjukt normal. Ja!
Hela vägen! Kör tjejer!
Kör.
And this one will over curl. And it's another steal for Canada. And you're right, Alison. That would be handshakes. In a game that Canada really just dominated from the very start. Sweden not really getting anything together. A bit of inconsistency, both in communication and throwing. Have lost him this game, and hopefully we'll pick up on that for the next game.
Tomorrow's a new day.
There's the scoreline. We saw Sweden with that unforced error in the first end to score 1, and then after that, Canada just running away with it. We'll have some highlights for you from our future game here, as well as a word or two with winning skip, Mary Faye. Our lovely reporter Alison will make her way over to the mixed zone and speak with her. So stay tuned. Meantime, I can give you the updates on the other scores out in the Kastrup Curling Hall. We have another final where we saw Korea beat Japan 9-3. On sheet B, we have Russia-Switzerland, a tied game so far, 6 points each after seven ends of play. After 7 ends of play between Scotland and Hungary, we have Hungary leading 7-6 and having last stone, while USA leading Turkey 8-4 with last stone advantage in the 9th end. So things are sort of wrapping up here for today. First end of this evening draw between Sweden and Canada. Teresa Westman on the outturn trying to blank the first end, but sticking around, so scoring their single. In the second end, we would see Mary Faye skip and fourth of Team Canada with a simple task, an in-turn draw to score 2. No trouble there, and they would lead the game 2-1 after 2 ends of play. In the third end, Teresa Westman would be faced with a draw through the porch here to score another single, and we would have a great draw to the 1 foot to do so. And after 3 ends of play, it would be tied at 2 each. In the fourth end, Canada again with a chance for a multiple score, as Mary Faye just drawing the forfeit for a score of 3. 5-2 lead after 4. As we skip along to the fifth end, Team Canada lying 3. Again, the pressure shot on Teresa Westman, needing the nose hit for 1, catching the top one. Steal of 3 for Canada. And they would have a 6-point lead at half-time. Coming back onto the ice in the sixth end. A chance to score 2 for Sweden, but not curling enough on that occasion. Rolling out, and just another single for Sweden, trailing by 5 points. As Teresa Westman not quite being able to put the guard in the right place. Mary Faye is able to spell the Reds out of the forfeit and stick the shooter for 1 in the 7th end, leading 9-3. And in the 8th end, we had Sweden with that in-turn hit to score 1 after Mary Faye successfully splitting the house, but Sweden ends up rolling out, and it would be another steal for Canada, and they would shake hands at 10-3. And now we'll have a few words with winning skip, Mary Faye.
Congratulations, Mary. You've got 2 wins on the board today. You had a really solid game. What set you guys apart from your opponents out there?
I think we were just able to be that much sharper, and we got a couple lucky breaks because, I mean, they were right in it, and we were just able to get that 3 was huge, and then to bounce back and get another 3, that was, I mean, they just missed it, so that really just allowed us to take the game.
You were in control for most of the game there. How do you guys stay mentally tough throughout the whole game?
I guess it's just practice, and we've worked with sports psychologists over the years, so this is nothing new to us. We just know we have to focus on one shot at a time, and we try to stick to that.
Coming back from the Youth Olympics just about a week and a half ago, how do you guys mentally prepare yourself for this event?
There really hasn't been a whole lot of time to think about anything, which, I mean, in a way is good because you can't overthink it, and just with all the positive experiences we've had, we can just use that momentum to keep going.
Perfect. Thank you so much, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Well, that was all the curling action we had for you today, but there will be a lot more curling this week, starting off tomorrow, Monday at 2 o'clock. That would be 1400 hours local time, Central European time zone. And we'll have Hungary face off against United States of America in the women's 3rd draw. So welcome back for that tomorrow. For us here at the World Curling Federation live coverage. We'll see you again tomorrow.